You are not here by accident. You're here because you've been searching for something: clarity, strength, maybe even answers to the deepest questions in your heart. And let me tell you, you are exactly where you need to be. You've been called to listen, to reflect, and to awaken to a higher understanding of yourself and the world around you. You may not even realize it yet, but your discernment, your ability to see things others cannot, is not a burden, it's a gift. And today, we're going to unravel what it truly means to carry that gift. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover will change the way you see everything. Discernment. It's a word that carries so much weight, yet it's rarely talked about. If you've been feeling like you sense things others don't, whether it's reading between the lines of a conversation, feeling uneasy when others seem carefree, or simply knowing things without being told, you are not alone. This is a gift, but like all gifts, it comes with responsibilities. The truth is, discernment can feel like a burden at times. You might wonder, why do I feel things so deeply? Why can't I just live like everyone else, blissfully unaware of the undercurrents in every situation? This emotional weight can be overwhelming, especially when those around you don't see what you see. And yes, it can feel like a curse, until you understand its divine purpose. Discernment is not just an ordinary ability. It's a gift from God, meant to elevate you, to prepare you for something greater. It wasn't given to you to break you. Quite the opposite, it was given to you to build you into the person you are meant to become. This gift shapes you, refines you, and even tests you, but it also empowers you. Imagine being able to see beyond the surface, to navigate life with a wisdom that others simply don't have. You've been chosen to walk this path, and while it's not easy, it's powerful. God doesn't give you anything you can't handle, and discernment is no different. It's here to guide you, to protect you, and to help you help others. Yes, this gift is not just for you. It's a responsibility. You've been chosen, and you're equipped to handle this journey. Now, let's talk about what it means to be a chosen one. If you're still with me, it's because deep down, you know that you've been called to see the world differently. You walk with your eyes wide open. You see deeper truths, truths that others would rather avoid or ignore. And while this may feel isolating at times, understand that this ability isn't meant to make you feel alone, it's meant to empower you. Being a chosen one means you're not easily fooled. You see beyond the masks people wear, beyond the facade society presents. You recognize when something is wrong, even when everyone else is too blind to notice. But here's the thing, this doesn't make you superior. It makes you responsible. You're being shaped for a purpose, to help others see, to lead, and to live a life of meaning. Think back to your childhood. Were there moments when you realized the adults around you weren't as perfect as they seemed? Did you notice things others didn't? Maybe you felt different, like you didn't fit in because you saw through the cracks in what others thought was a flawless world. These were the early signs of your gift. Discernment often shows up early in life, long before we understand what it means. And yes, it can feel confusing and even isolating, especially when no one else around you seems to get it. But those moments were not accidental. They were preparing you for the path you walk today. Your gift of discernment has saved you more times than you realize. Think about it, the times when you felt something wasn't right, the moments when you decided to walk away from a situation that seemed perfectly fine to others, only to later discover you were right all along. Discernment is your protection. It's your guide. But it's more than that. This gift also comes with the responsibility to help others. You have the power to steer people away from danger, to offer insight when they can't see clearly. You don't need to shout it from the rooftops, but your quiet wisdom can make all the difference. You're here for a reason, and your discernment is a vital part of that reason. It's no secret that discernment can feel lonely. When you see things others don't, it can feel like you're walking this path alone. But let me remind you of something, God walks with you. Even in your solitude, you are never truly alone. Solitude isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's in those quiet moments that you can hear God's voice most clearly. So, when you feel isolated, remember that this is part of your journey. It's where you find peace, strength, and direction. Trust in God's guidance, because you are exactly where you need to be. One of the hardest lessons you will learn as a chosen one is that you don't need the approval of others. The world is full of people who won't understand you, who won't see your vision, and who will doubt your journey. But their approval is not necessary for you to fulfill your purpose. You don't need to fit into the mold that others expect of you. Stop chasing their validation, because the only validation you need comes from God. He chose you for this path, and His approval is the only one that matters. Let go of the need to be understood, and focus on walking in your divine purpose. Now take a moment to reflect. If any of this resonated with you, if you feel the weight of discernment and the power that comes with it, I invite you to leave a comment below with the number 555. Let it be your sign that you're ready to embrace this gift fully, to trust in God's plan for your life. Here's another truth: everyone around you is on their own journey, and yes, they all carry flaws. But not every misstep is malicious. Sometimes, people act out of confusion, weakness, or fear. Discernment allows you to see this without absorbing their burdens. You don't need to take on the weight of everyone else's struggles. It's easy to get caught up in other people's burdens, especially if you are empathetic and care deeply about the well-being of those around you. But carrying the weight of their problems on your shoulders doesn't serve anyone in the long run. It drains your energy and leaves you less equipped to handle your own challenges. You can be compassionate without losing yourself in the process. Protect yourself, but also remember to offer grace. Setting boundaries is essential for your well-being, but it doesn't mean closing yourself off to others completely. While you must guard your energy, it's equally important to show understanding and kindness. People often act out of their own pain, and extending grace allows you to navigate your relationships without unnecessary conflict or resentment. Balance is key, protecting yourself without becoming hardened by the struggles around you. You have the ability to see beyond the surface, to understand that not everyone is out to harm you. This insight is a gift, one that allows you to perceive the nuances of people's intentions and emotions. Not every difficult situation or interaction is meant to bring you down. Some are opportunities for growth, for learning, or simply for offering support without losing your sense of self. Discernment helps you navigate these complexities without letting them drag you down, enabling you to stay grounded and centered as you move through life's challenges. And finally, let's talk about you. In this journey of discernment and growth, it's crucial to remember that you are not perfect. The pressure to always know the right thing to do, to be flawless in your decisions, can weigh heavily on you. But no one, no matter how wise or insightful, is without flaws. Accepting your imperfections is not a sign of weakness, it's a reflection of your humanity. It's okay to stumble, to make mistakes. You never have been, and you don't need to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion, something we often chase but never truly attain. The beauty of life lies in its imperfections, in the lessons we learn through trial and error. Each mistake is a stepping stone on the path to becoming more self-aware and compassionate. Trying to be perfect only limits your ability to experience the fullness of life, including its messiness and unpredictability. Discernment is a gift, yes, but it doesn't mean you won't make mistakes. Even with a sharp sense of insight, you will occasionally misread situations or misjudge people. This is natural, and it's all part of your growth, part of your evolution. Each misstep is an opportunity to refine your judgment, to sharpen your awareness, and to deepen your understanding of both yourself and the world around you. Mistakes are not failures, they are lessons in disguise, helping you to evolve into a more grounded and resilient version of yourself. So, as we come to a close, I want to encourage you. Give yourself grace. This gift of discernment isn't easy to carry, but it's exactly what you need for your journey. Trust that God is with you, guiding you through every challenge. You were chosen for this, and you are never alone. Remember, you are exactly where you need to be. Keep walking in faith, and trust that God is with you every step of the way.